What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. This video is entitled The Flaw in Manifest Destiny. I thought I talked about this before. I tried to look it up and I didn't see it. But basically this video is inspired by the Young Turks had a conversation with Tucker Carlson at Politicon talking about the diversity of America. And in my opinion, it pointed out the fatal flaw of Manifest Destiny. And that is, Manifest Destiny was outsourced. See, this country was founded on a dream of, we're gonna build our own little land. But the problem is, the land wasn't yours. You outsourced the labor. And quote unquote American culture is a melting pot, right? It's completely outsourced. It's completely diversified to the point where, it's a situation where people believe that all of these ethnicities, America steals their culture and says it's American culture. And this is the flaw. Because part of the issue is when you see, say, white people in particular feeling like they don't want to be replaced, or they want their America to remain. And for some people who feel like politically that what's going on at the present day is white America's chance to their last hurrah of keeping white privilege, right? Because you don't want a diverse population with no majority population because of how America was built or supposedly built. Because everything that's America as far as quote unquote culture, what we consider culture, is for the most part is non-white. So taking credit for everybody else's culture and claiming it to be American when America is the beacon of, making your dreams come true, making your own destiny. For those people who are white Americans, this is why it'll never work. Because the very concept of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is not what America was really founded on. America wasn't founded for mainstream America. Their success was not really founded on pulling themselves up by their bootstraps, because everybody else did the work. See, everybody else did the heavy lifting, and white people just got the credit, or they got to reap the benefits and the spoils of the work that everybody else put in. So the fear of, okay, what happens if I'm not the majority population? Because part of what Manifest Destiny taught people was, if you got the most people working together, doesn't matter. Everybody has to conform to you by your population alone. So the very same thing that made white America comfortable is the very same thing that's making them uncomfortable, because when you're getting outpopulated, it tears at the fabric of the ideology of Manifest Destiny. And it also tears at the fabric of, if you can go around taking people's culture and claiming it as your own, then it's fair game that other people can go around taking what you feel is your culture and claiming it as their own as American. Because see, though being American is supposed to, is implied that it's really white, once you get here, there's some point where you realize you're not really going to fully assimilate to something, because it's not really what you thought it was to begin with, you know? So this same problem, I saw Tucker Carlson having an issue with. You know, what is our uniting theme? Now, we need a language unites us, and patriotism unites us. The only problem with that is, you know, Manifest Destiny had one group in mind, and when you create a system built to have only one group in mind, but use multiple groups to build everything that group needs and that system needs, you're going to come at a crossroads. Because ultimately, patriotism is not seen the same through different ethnic groups. You know, patriotism in America is in some ways, patriotism is looked at as what's beneficial for white people in America. Everybody else can't be patriotic unless they're doing something that white people benefit off of. So now what happens is, well, this is why you see so many quote-unquote Americans who are immigrants who always have the flags of their homeland, because they realize that all America did was rape their culture. That's all. You know, we're going to take your culture and we're going to put it out to the world like this is our culture now. So, you know, it's not going to work. Now, the other flaw that Manifest Destiny really has is that the tactics that were used that people thought would benefit white people ultimately harmed white people in the end. And this is the issue that's going on now, because ultimately all the things that gave white people the upper hand is really the cause of their own demise. Now this happens with every empire, you know, every whatever, or quote unquote empire. You do too much, you get too arrogant, and the very same thing that you did to prop yourself up is going to be your undoing. And people didn't realize that the very same things that were used to give white people advantages because of Manifest Destiny are the very things that created a disadvantage. This is what I meant a long time ago when I said slavery is enslaved. Slavery crippled us as black people, but it also crippled white people. And people was like, I don't get it. And I explained it the best I could at the time. Is what I was saying was, part of the reason why we're quote unquote physically more dominant is because we're passing down the genetics of hard labor for hundreds of years. While in the reverse, white people wasn't passing down the genetics of hard labor for hundreds of years. You know, so that's why, you know, in that way they physically break down faster than we do. You know, and also the irony of is living off of a land created off of slavery made the United States slaves to the world. You know, because this country benefited so much. This is why the UN, you know, when America, you have you're a superpower, you have all the wealth, you have everything, so you need to give to us. And now our quote unquote dominance or superpowerness is really being a servant to the world, because We got to feed the world and clothe the world and defend the world and shelter the world. Even for our own gain, we still got to keep shelling out and keep doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and building for other people to get nothing in return, ultimately. Because they send their people here to take from the country that took from them. So, you know, that's the flaws with manifest destiny. It's basically, you know, you created game rules for yourself, but you didn't think that other people who were playing the game would figure out ways to benefit themselves also. You know, it's cheating when somebody that's non-white does it. But unfortunately, the rules are the rules, the game is the game, and nobody is gonna cheat themselves because it's set up to only benefit one group. And because it was outsourced in the first place, pretty much everybody who's non-white is like, look, I got more stake in this than you do. Hell, the truth be told, and I said this before, even the Statue of Liberty, the original Statue of Liberty was a black woman. So even the sign of America of what freedom is actually somebody black. It's actually a black female, actually. You know, and people know it's not. Yeah, actually it is. They took it back because put a new face on it. And that's why at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, they kept the chains. But, you know, that was like the Underground Railroad-esque light to freedom for some of y'all that don't get it. But I digress. This video is over. Y'all take care. Peace.